Boko, yan shaking Ofori-Atta.
Yeah.
Yan born the fast for one, yan name from baby.
No.
Can Ofori-Atta, move problem kakrani dewa. I stand to be corrected. Okay, I stand to be corrected on this. This one, I really stand to be corrected. But there, time now was swear, oh, yeah, Papa Mahama Inu. No, Ghana, no, ni Ghana.
No, he wasn't here.
Into a fiance and over swear Mahama Inu.
That's correct.
By the time, no, Mahama Ewi, in my present it.
No, Mahama, we needed that. Ofori Atta, no. Me fan say, Ebra, MPP, we need no. Just around the transitional period, no man, and no the free chroma choir.
At the time when that president known to me, Mahama in to stop it.
No, me and Swenny.
Okay. Then me to make a master on Pedamecam.
And I Ocho Krata de Coma, the then chief of staff, like the Krata, no. I don't know why into my handle no quiet. And then I think there was a passage for him to go on the hills of say Neshua Muyenia and the oh, and then say oh man quiet.
Are you sure this information?
Message me, make a look at you. Neshua Munana a yeni yacha say. Yes.
You see for each other, that you're queen. But your
Mikasa.
Ofori-Atta, we are not a better moment. I say, a corner for the figure now, but from what you are saying, that's the NDC now on power. Even though we but no one for power no more.
That's correct. No, they were an elected party into government
now,
at the time.
Oben then US one your friend at FBI and one other agency so to raha. Obet you do a no denoko. Name to me the same thing. Near someone my feel one more paper what now some cells to do.
First of all, Minya shows be sway into the analysis of why the US federal agency for Tumibura Ghana na umbesisa dominant de umuko.
Okay.
Or share the international geopolitics in the ZDA Konwa. A whole analysis in it and it be taken away from. I'll stay, I'll stay with Ofori-Atta still in the US so about.
And you know that there's an agreement. I'll look for it. That also give Ghana the power, then so we can equally do same. Whatever thing that you can do, we can equally do same. But I'll look for that very agreement.
Oh, and as part of the bilateral agreements,
but just as you said, into that matter. But I know there's an agreement
with the United States,
Yeah.
The laws in Ankasa how easy. And in fact, Ofori-Atta.
Now, you'll be one time I find a stranger, I was a white, and I'm a black, no black bonnet. So, so spy, say CIA agent, to say BNI agent. I don't even know which one you made this spy.
He's none of the above. But Kofi's on a more serious note, we need to kill this political mischief conspiracy against this nation by the political elite class of this country.
Okay.
Now, on Ken Ofori-Atta's case, the very disturbing situation is that Ghanaians have called on Ken Ofori-Atta simple to step down and run an accountability with us of his stewardship period. That is all there is to. And he says he won't. Because he has what? A problem with his testicles. The Ghana for Kenya say, Mr. Ofori-Atta, bra. Na besha say, wuni yebebu akonta ewo nyuma waye ewo omemu ebra yedu esi wo se wona we yesana he na hwe ho keke. Ofori-Atta wo ka kire Ghana for na say ne hwe mu ye ne ya nti wontimi ma. Yes, but a dear before you the first harden and one of Brunisi testicles are a yamude. That's a beginning is it, Neshua. I hire be me, it can be before you and the Navy, Miss Rowe. And no can say, and yet, Shua. Me a qua. What if I do crack eyes will be a dear me and say, Because when you Akufa de say obi idea mienu and no question so obi idea
Akufa do akara wa sauro wa efa
wakasa asemi o so obi idea mienu
akara obi ani da abade
mienu
abade no ayo mienu
Swano mienu na no question so say sa na no so etie say pusha Dana Akufa de kai enti ya pa chain na ne say yet one nya information say subsem previous say when the abnormal friend is prostate disorder and also ehwehwemu na me yehu say sa yare we ofi ejire ejire your premier hospital na ye kolebu no one of the best hospital the whole of Africa or West Africa yen ye dimu akotin dimu ntintima ye kio sa particular prostate disorder no ama Ofori-Atta hwe amu eye ne ya no ma ontimi ye obeye no yes sa yarewa and according to the expert professional health professionals the asem they say sa bi we so mu carry test e Ofori-Atta ho na o ma hwe nso no mo treat ya eni na wotwe na o mo wie sa de Ofori-Atta mato na so Ofori-Atta woni ni nua ne ne cousin o eye owura Kufado presiding over this nation no mo san so presiding over the health sector is speaking back to Ghanaians and said, no, well, any hospital between a town, that is one in shorter, ama the people of this nation. Indeed, Afisha Hanso, now some legal luminaries, including some elite members of our society, including the likes of the Parliamentary, any now a gentleman, be so also ISS, now he's also a doctor, I'll see a friend. All of these people are near respect to them for some time, okay, in this country now have opened the floodgates for such despicable, repugnant, foolish, gullible analysis. Telling Ghanaians that I
listened to him, I think some few days ago.
Telling Ghanaians that it is the right of one and Ofori-Atta not to step.
And to the extent that he can even come and try not to talk.
Yes, step foot in Ghana. Therefore, the system can try him in absentia. The lives of wine, any Madam Funia Poladomochin, Equatrasa reputable radio stations. Now, including some legal luminaries in this nation. Today, of the guts, the effrontery, the boldness to tell the people of this nation, say, yes, it is the right of wine. And Ofori-Atta say, money in Ghana, Embe render an account of his stewardship to the people of this country. As if though, and Ofori-Atta at the time was running his own enterprise. Therefore, it is his right to say, why? I'm running my data bank. I'm running my enterprise assurance. I'm running my transition. And it is his right. What about a sovereign nation like Ghana? And your time to serve this nation was under the auspices of what? The Constitution will serve your mind. But today, we are being told by some legal luminaries like Frank Davis and stand on a radio and spew gullible garbage, foolishness. And Kofi, I beg you, I am in Ibrahim. Interview the Anam Command Abuina, make me able to make the baby. But the still of Ofori-Atta continue to live in the hands of the arts in the United States and will not want to step foot in Ghana. It's an issue I'm not taking it lightly at all. And I think that it serves all our, our men and women in services to God and country to watch this space. That's why they are more careful. What? Nantewu Ofori-Atta and say, Bibi nye Bibia. I feel Magana for yenye yahonti says no. The family of Ofori-Atta belongs to the blue blood family. Therefore, when we are above the laws of Ghana, hallelujah, bet me abu nse mamo. Yes, sir. And the question demands, and I said then, we are simply demanding to know from these legal luminaries, plus those disgusting intellectuals, if Ken Ofori-Atta can what? Can replace lives of those individuals who perish under his tenure in office as Ghana's finance minister. I didn't know make At the time I know Ninia Akufo-Addo, one can somewhat Ghana for say, oh, everybody's money is in safe hands. Before we lift our heads up, no more adane Ghana for na Ghana for no ankasa sika o mo ankasa dia koto and yet government be like dem on wakas, oh please, oh I want to borrow your money and at this time no we eminent Ghanaians in various corridors of Ghanaian society, including even our former Chief Justice and any other, serve this country diligently and in their quest to utilize their own money for their welfare, for their families, and for whatever the circumstances demands. No, these people were told right on their faces that they cannot have access to their own money for reason being that Ken Ofori-Atta and then a brother Akufo-Addo have lifted this country to the corridors of the IMF. And as part of the conditionalities in Nasefona, these Ghanaians suffered the most treacherous and the most difficult period in their times that many resorted to nothing except that we saw several funerals across, including the one renowned chief executive of Karma. Karma Industries.
Very, that is funny.
Died painfully for want of nothing. And now, today, the intellectuals in this country, plus some legal luminaries, are insulting the people of this country. Say, no, for Ofori-Atta, no, only he has his right. Say, you bet me a trial in absentia without recourse to whether or not
he can be tried in absentia to the extent of even adding to it that he can decide that okay, he will come and yet he will not talk. I'm trying to. These are all
the build-up that has made this matter more worse than ever. Now again, listen. Now Ofori-Atta, on one preposition of making us understand that yes, na operation. Yes, saying was the fact that yes, after this operation, he's going to set a date to come. We are on an date. He said somewhere 2025, somewhere in the month of June, April, Ofori-Atta definitely will make a landfall. He will step on the soil of Ghana to take processes through all the trial system, and then the adjudications of his cases will see the end to it. That again became a palpable lie and a false and a deceptive through the tweets of some of his legal advisors like the Frank Davis. And look at the third then what we saw that was that the special prosecutor issued red alerts, and the red alerts hoovered until we heard say no. Ofori-Atta at a point, no. So then the lawyers need to anamo bail, and the red alert has been lifted on Ofori-Atta's head. Like seriously. Oh, sir. Then the fourth movement was for us to hear say Ofori-Atta is making a concerted effort to do what? To now change the status of his living in the United States. What it means is that what we heard and saw Ofori-Atta do was about say Ofori-Atta wasn't going to make any move to Ghana for the rest of his life. Like seriously. Before our very eyes. We heard the law enforcement of the United States now in cahoots grabbed him just like that. But then again, the very interesting part of now his current detention has nothing to do with that of the red alerts being triggered. That's the very facade of the situation. Now the U.S. authorities are now grabbing him on the basis of his what? His legal status in the United States.
And that's so strange.
That surfaced during the period that not all trials or bearing or double up to, as it were, refined and make his stay in America eminently, and that he wasn't going to make a move to Ghana. Now, what we trust is deep on here to see.
I find it with all the money
A bra mubetimi any opportunity na mabesom Ghana no. A kwaya mubetimi de Ghana faswa ne di hu se Ofori-Atta woye. Na meba o enti si etumi trans ne ye ewiase se de yaye ne a Kofi Ejire enye asem a emu ha adwene kakra na. Uwia ne we bisa se in all of this na Ofori-Atta oye no. Was there at one point Ofori-Atta was reminded, including that of the Star Wars in NPP, plus the Frank Davis, plus the Kwabena Bonfest, and said, listen, some members of parliament belonging to his party in the year 2024 demanded that Ken Ofori-Atta be made to step aside or otherwise exit the finance ministry. And what did Akufo do? All the people of this country. They must not catch Ghana for. Also, young Kakra. They say within a month such as January, say the parliament at the return of members of parliament. One would do on the bench, on the majority bench, led by party, and a group within the majority led by Kikubi and the rest, about 90 members of parliament rose in opposition to the government, and that's, we describe it to be that of a legislative coup against then the government of Akufo-Addo. One must say, so when you papa name and we will not commence government business. Do you know how threatful this was against the government? Mr. said within that period, again they see what cabinet war. Now, as some you can say because of one person. Was it all about Ghanaians demanding the exit of Ofori-Atta? And I say the demanding to have exit of Ofori-Atta was an actionable comment from the party, from the government. So the question remains, what is it that those individuals have seen that the rest of Ghanaians haven't seen? And what did Akufo-Addo do? And then they render an accountability of your steel worshipper. Who say no, that is within your power and certain legal rights say no. You can disrespect the constitution and the structures of this country anyhow, because there will be some group of people to endorse the continuous stay in Ofori-Atta in the United States. But Kofi, maybe we will so beba the omma we Ghana for the most despicable, repugnant, and embarrassment the Ofori-Atta has got for himself, for his family, and for the entire nation Ghana. What is more disturbing than this? Say, after we still worship now, the story being told about Ofori-Atta is about what? Ofori-Atta in the detention of ICE facility. Like seriously, and I walk in. When some people went on Namade, they are not Osha. And now I appear judge in Atareben and Osha, and I didn't know they are Katana. Such persons should be shot by sight without trial. Because the pain such persons have caused to humanity, it was how my women. And yet trial as a move. Now you know been yasame straightforward. And yet trial. And people win on them no fair as if say or you nipa on pen once lady be or share a characteristics of Christ like yet nimu or you particular nipa only nipa fuma woni ehmo brode manipa nam ne nsem nipa hudu etitu ne nimpon wo mewu otonete efene say ICE for the facility ma no catch them say sa facility na oti won kra the ho ntome nti they are trying to work their ass off quickly to get him out and he says so who ntowa and a brief here Ghana na baba na wontimi ma e dey ntimi wontimi ma enterprise assurance data bank any transition here aduma government are confiscating
not yet. This has been one-on-one with the man Kwekuanan, who is on fire, but because of time, and this being the last very edition of the online version of the Frontline show, we had to extend the time from the usual time that we normally do. It has been an explosive event. We've shared many words. We've talked on many things. We started off with the prophecies from these prophets, then the posters, then to the NPP Congress, and also to Ken Ofori-Atta. The next is the face of nature that will decide what will happen after all is said and done. As media practitioners, we do our part and discuss and share the words. But at the end, truth will prevail. My dear friend and brother Kwekwanan, I've really enjoyed this discussion with you. This is not an interview, it has been a discussion, my co-host. I've enjoyed doing this with you throughout the season whilst we're doing this online. Next week, we're going to see you on the mainstream, on the screens of CTV. Share with us in Yaman Kakakra if it ever happen next week for CTV though.
Great one. A quick one there. Yebeshe 1 year stewardship of His Excellency President Mahama. Yebeshe quick one wo. Yebeshe so ashe the so at the time no ebe the past of the MPP flag bearership race ni yebeshe the post race no emu ensemni ade. And the third one yebe a small build up of the expose no and then near the expose no at Waso 2026 expose no workers of iniquities near the Waso. Yes.
That's papa. It's show you could better wrap up a damn war and infinite phone sabakana with to subscribe Nazi.
Great. This is your Global Public Square, GPS, the Frontline show. Of course, myself, Kwekwanan, and Enoch Kofi. We'll be in your program where actually, my CTV GH and the Frontline Ghana, my CTV GH, the Frontline Ghana, and the Hawk TV, and Ghana for Maminka Semin Chemo. So they're making a idea better to assume ya Mr. Manento assume that one second program na wo share na wuti nsemi. Mr. Onya kwaduru bi ase just wasoma uni bi benwa. Abuchime mu Ghana no wo fema no se Jack. Ti nkomo ya Kofi ejiri ene Kweku ananeti TV na nsembi wo ma ye betime aframu bi dia bopra na papa peyi. Yum the cyber one said the Hawk TV a channel ye the name P4 ubeden subscribe na fees wo the program ya beto na wo so abomodiano akwa the Hawk TV no simple Hawk no ye HAWK TV eka ho na one subscribe na wa share so why any other 2 channels ni na so subscribe na hwe bibie wo di yen say asam ye ka on fan hye okukum na wutie no waboa mu ne bi so ehu asem bi mu ne kre ni ye de sesa ye ho ni ye de sesa o mai ni ye na no ye hu ne kre no dia bobra no Kofi medawase pa
Maso medawase. Thanks very much viewer listener for watching and listening to this very show, the online version, the last edition for the year of our Lord 2026. See you soon and the good Lord bless you. My name is Enoch Ijo. Bye.